Have you watched the new Michael B. Jordan movie, Sinners? If not, then you are missing out on a lot. Even if you have, there is a lot more to learn from the movie and the thinking around it. In particular, what's the deal with those two main characters? The smokestack twins? Did you know the twins are based on West African traditions? We have done all the hard work and gathered for you 5 fascinating things about the twins. We dug into traditional beliefs of the Yoruba people of West Africa to uncover concepts that will blow your mind. Imagine this: a people with the highest number of twins in the world, a country in which twins are considered gods, and a world where the death of one twin threatens the entire community, and much more. Before we dig into the story, make sure to subscribe and enjoy more stories from Timbuktu Tales.
Sinners is one of the most fascinating movies of recent times. Have you watched it? Wonderful cinematography and costume design. Great blues music of African-American origin that is at the soul of the story. And, wait, what about all the Irish music in it? Top-notch. Who doesn't close their eyes and hum through as they vampires sing the soothing yet creepy "Will Ye Go, Lassie Go"? And don't you just feel like jumping into an epic Irish jig when they charmingly start singing "Rocky Road to Dublin"? At the center of the whole story, in Sinners, are the twins, Smoke and Stack. Each charismatic in their individual ways, you would be mistaken to think they are an actual pair of twins. Yet, both characters were played by the enigmatic Michael B. Jordan. Did you know that the Smokestack twins are based on traditional Yoruba beliefs? The Yoruba people are among the largest ethnicities in Africa, numbering almost 50 million people, mostly living in Nigeria and Benin. Yorubas have a rich cultural heritage surrounding the nature of twins. In fact, when asked how he came up with the Smokestack twins for his genre-bending Hollywood flick, Ryan Coogler said, "It was the Yorubas. Smoke and Stack come from the Yorubas." Now here at Timbuktu Tales, we bring you 5 fascinating things about twins in Yoruba society that Sinners did not tell you. 1. Yoruba society has the highest number of twins in the world. This is an astonishing statistic, but it is all based on fact. Yorubas have the highest number of twin births in the world. More than 4% of all maternities in Yorubaland comprise twins. In other words, for every 1,000 births among Yorubas, between 40 and 50 are twins. This number is up to 3 times the global average of 15 twins for every 1,000 births. Can you believe it? So, where does this high twinning rate come from? Some say it is because of the stew of okra soup and pounded cassavas that Yorubas love to eat. Still, others claim that it is because some Yoruba children just love to gossip, so are unwilling to come into the world without a companion to gossip with. Yet, other people say that it's because the gods love Yorubas so much, they send them many double blessings. The secret to the high twinning rate among Yorubas is a mystery that has evaded scientists for decades. So the speculation continues. Regardless of the actual reason, the Sinners twins, Smoke and Stack, reflect this real-world mystery. 2. Twins are divine beings. Twins are gods. Did you know that Yoruba twins are considered divine beings associated with a god called Ibeji? Ibeji is usually portrayed in statues as a pair of twins standing side by side. Yoruba religion has a rich pantheon featuring multiple gods and goddesses. This ancient spiritual system centers on the supreme god called Olorun, or Olodumare, who lives in the heavens, far, far beyond human imagination. It is believed that the will of Olodumare reaches the human world through the actions of spiritual beings called the Orishas. The Orishas are, therefore, gods who directly interact with humans. These Orishas are capable of bringing divine will in form of both blessings and curses, and are often associated with particular aspects of society. For instance, Shango, the god of thunder and strength, is closely associated with warriors, whom he gives courage, power, and protection. Another Orisha is Oya, the goddess of winds, storms, and waters. When they pray to her at rivers and other water bodies, Oya is known to bless her devotees with children. Sometimes, these children come in the form of twins. Twins, in turn, are considered to be the physical manifestation of a powerful god called Ibeji. Due to their connection to Ibeji, Yoruba strongly believe that twins are capable of bringing both blessings and curses to a household. A common proverb in Yoruba land says that when the twins enter into the house of a poor man, they turn it into a wealthy house. It is also believed that Shango protects twins and may use thunder to strike down whoever mistreats them. Therefore, for them to bring such blessings and not curses, twins are often raised in a more privileged way compared to other children. They are treated well so as to not offend Ibeji or Shango, both of whom may otherwise bring destruction. So powerful is this belief that even if one or both twins die, their family creates statues that depict the twins. These are called the Ibeji statues. These Ibeji statues are then placed in a shrine and praised for continued blessings. Maybe, due to their divine power, the smokestack twins are able to battle and eventually defeat Remick. This leader of the vampires had by the setting of sinners been ravaging the earth for hundreds of years. 3. If one of the twins dies, balance must be restored to avoid calamities. To begin with, Yorubas believe that twins share a single soul. It is split in half between them, each holding one half. It is also believed that because of their divine nature, the single soul shared by twins is highly sensitive. Therefore, matters of this shared, divine soul must be handled with great care. At the same time, Yoruba traditions believe in reincarnation. It is believed that after one's death, the immortal soul can return to the same family lineage in a new body to continue their mission in life. The Yoruba strongly believe that the souls of the departed good ancestors are reincarnated and reborn as grandchildren in the family for them to continue their existence in the family. The ancestors do this as a result of the love they have for their family members or for the world. Children born into the family shortly after the death of an aged person are believed to be reincarnated, especially if they share the same gender with the one who has just died. Children believed to be reincarnated by ancestors are therefore given such names as Yetunde, meaning mother has returned, Iyabo, meaning mother has come, Babatide, meaning father has come, and Babatunde, meaning father has come again. Others are Ayedun, meaning life is sweet, Dehinbo, meaning come back, and Sehinde, meaning come again. When a child is born, the divine oracle Ifa is consulted to know which ancestor or ancestress has reincarnated in the child. Some are obvious if certain marks that appeared on the dead also appear on the child. The moment a pair of twins is born, their parents take them to a Babablawo, an Ifa priest, who speaks incarnations to each twin based on their attributes. The Babalawo communicates to the mother a series of instructions on how to treat her twins, which foods they should eat or not, which animals are dangerous for them, and even the colors they should wear or not. They are further protected by secret rituals to ward off any evil spirits that may want to attack them. It is believed that if one twin dies, the surviving twin's life is at risk. The dead twin cannot reincarnate fully because part of them is still alive in a different body, while the living one cannot fully live because half of them is dead. The living twin will, like Stack in Sinners, following the death of Smoke, experience a tortured soul. The twins' family and their community at large also faces risk of divine wrath from the dead one. The community may experience disasters such as fatalities and loss of wealth unless balance is restored. To prevent such torture on the living one and protect the community from calamity, a wooden Ibeji statuette is carved to house the deceased twin's soul. This maintains balance and protection. When a twin dies, the parents immediately visit a babalawo who assesses the situation and guides them on the next steps, which typically involves commissioning a wooden Ibeji to represent the deceased soul. Other than the sex, the appearance of the Ibeji is determined by the sculptor. These intricate wooden carvings are usually about 10 inches tall and are adorned with cowrie shells, indigo dye, and pearls. The parents take good care of the figure as if it were a real person, including feeding, washing, and clothing it. This continued care symbolizes the dead twins' living presence and ensures that the twins, as whole, continue to bring blessings to the household and community at large. Styles of Ibeji statues and specific rituals around them vary by region across the vast Yoruba land and its diaspora, the Caribbean and the Americas. In South America, the Brazilian religions Candomblé, Macumba, and Umbanda all feature elements drawing from the Ibeji twin statues. And northwards in the USA, filmmakers such as Ryan Coogler continue to draw on this and other rich African traditions to create stories that transcend time, space, helping create a modern masterpiece in the form of Sinners. 4. The older twin is the one who is born last. One of the more interesting, yet confusing notions of the nature of twins in Yoruba culture is the order of birth. The idea is that the one who is born first is in fact the last born, and that the one who comes second is in fact the firstborn. Pretty confusing, right? To limit the confusion, each twin even gets a specific name. Regardless of gender, the first twin to come out during birth is called Taiwo, meaning the first to taste the world. The one who comes last is called Kehinde, which means the one who comes after. There are many people who hold these names across the Yoruba-speaking world. Nigerian international football player Taiwo, who was once ranked alongside Lionel Messi in terms of prowess, had an older twin sister, Kehinde, but this twin is reported to have died young. And in the 1970s, there was a pair of Nigerian identical twins who ruled the music scene. They were called the Lijadu sisters and sometimes went by the nickname Double Trouble. The Lijadu sisters, who were also cousins of Afrobeats legend Fela Kuti, comprised the twins Kehinde Ijadu and Taiwo Ijadu. Just like their older cousin, Fela Kuti, the Ijadu sisters were top stars in Nigeria during the 1970s and 1980s, and even performed at the 1972 Munich Olympics in Germany. Sometimes they sang in Yoruba and other times in English, but most frequently in Pidgin. Their music was a mix of jazz, Afrobeat, reggae and waka, including the chart-topping song Orere Eligjigbo, which was in 2021 sampled by Ayra Starr for her song Sare. Kehinde Lijadu died in 2019, aged 71. Taiwo Lijadu, though with great difficulty without her older sister by her side, carries on their shared musical legacy. But, wait a minute, why is the first twin to be born considered the younger one, while the one who comes after is considered the elder? Per Yoruba beliefs, the older twin, Kehinde, is an elder and therefore more careful person. Like a wise king or queen, a Kehinde does not embark on a journey without first knowing the terrain of the land. So just before birth, he or she sends out a messenger to look at what the land of men looks like. This messenger, a more adventurous person, is the twin who comes out first and is called Taiwo. Once Taiwo lands on Earth and sees that everything is all right, that the world is beautiful, he or she lets out a loud cry. This cry pierces the fabric of space and alerts Kehinde, saying, "Come on this journey. Everything is fine." Only then does he or she come out and is named Kehinde, the elder one. This dynamic between the twins is expected throughout their lives, even though they share the same soul. It is expected that one, the Kehinde, will be more careful in life, while the other, the Taiwo, will be more nonchalant. This duality is a dynamic that is perfectly captured in the very distinct behaviors of Smoke and Stack in Sinners. And that brings us to our final point. 5. Twins are two manifestations of a single soul. Did you notice that in Sinners, Smoke is always dressed in blue while Stack is always dressed in red? While this helps distinguish one twin for the other, it also has deeper roots to the Yoruba traditional beliefs on the distinct behaviors of each twin. While similar in all physical aspects, twins often behave quite differently. They may portray different personalities, despite maintaining an unbreakable bond. In this case, they are like two sides of the same coin, each unique, yet eternally tied together. Throughout the story, we get to see that Smoke is the more careful and calculated one, while Stack takes a more nonchalant approach to life. The night of the attack perfectly captures this duality. Remick, attracted by little Sammy's enchanting voice, comes with his fellow vampires to attend the party at the juke joint owned by the twins. Remick and his white, undead associates come holding guitars. They ask to be allowed into the all-black party because, as Remick puts it, we believe in music and equality. Cornbread, who is guarding the door, refuses them entry. He knows that having white attendees at a black-only establishment in 1930s segregation-era Mississippi would likely bring trouble. When Remick insists, even offering gold coins for admittance, Cornbread calls the twins to personally handle the matter. This is when their differences between Smoke and Stack come into sharp contrast. As Remick and the vampires start to play a charming song called "Pick Poor Robin Clean," Stack is quickly charmed and starts to do a little dance. He almost lets them in, but Smoke stops him in his tracks. Ignoring the danger Remick and his associates present, an entertained Stack almost gives them admittance to the party, but Smoke steps in with a firm no. Left with no option, Remick and his vampires walk back to the woods to re-strategize. Even if only for a moment, the partygoers are safe, thanks to Smoke's careful decision-making. Storm always behaves as the Kehinde, the wise elder who carefully considers every decision, while Stack acts as the Taiwo, the adventurous younger one who lives life with less restraint. So Smoke always makes sure to make decisions that protect Stack. From their childhood days in Clarksdale, Mississippi, across the brutal battlefields during World War I, and on the dangerous mafia-infested streets of Chicago, where danger from the likes of Al Capone always lurked around the corner. Now back home in Clarksdale and at the party, Smoke still continues to restrain Stack's decision-making for his own good. But that is all in vain, as finally, Stack is bitten by Mary and becomes a vampire. Now Smoke has to protect him one last time by driving a wooden stake through Stack's heart to free him from an eternity of darkness. In the climactic fight between the twins, Smoke says that he failed Stack because he could not protect him from becoming one of the vampires. But Stack reassures him that everything is all right, he did his best. They fight on, and it is eventually revealed that Smoke, despite having the advantage, refuses to eliminate Stack. That would be like eliminating himself, So Smoke allows Stack to escape and live on with Mary as two undead vampires. Decades later, in the 1990s, Stack and Mary showed up at Preacher Boy Sammy's concert. Stack has the haircut Tupac wore as Bishop in the 1992 classic movie Juice, and a Coogie sweater Biggie Smalls famously used to wear while dedicating juicy songs to his teachers. Mary is dressed like another rap legend, Da Brat. All those are nods to hip-hop, one of the descendants of the blues music that is at the heart of Sinners, a genre Preacher Boy Sammy spends a lifetime singing. By the 1990s, Preacher Boy Sammy was an old man and a legend of blues music. It is almost 60 years since the day Remick and the Vampires attacked. Yet, when they show up, Stack and Mary are just as young as they were in the 1930s. Vampires do not age. They offer Sammy a chance to live with them, forever like them as vampires, but he refuses. He says, "I have seen enough of this world." Sammy then plays them an old-school blues song, which brings them back to the good old days. Back then, Sammy was just a boy starting his music career, while Smoke and Stack were just two brothers coming home to start a new life. When Sammy is done playing, he and Stack talk about the night of the attack. Stack says, "That was the last time I seen my brother. Last time I seen the sun." This line on one hand means that, as a vampire, he cannot face the sun. It will kill him. But also via this statement, Stack sums up the connection between himself and his twins. Smoke was not just his protector, but also the sun which guided his path in life. But now Smoke is no longer alive, and he lives in a world of eternal darkness. What a line! What a movie! What a rich tradition!
And what a way to conclude this story. Thank you for watching this episode of Timbuktu Tales. What intrigued you most about these beliefs on twins amongst the Yoruba? What did you like most about the movie Sinners? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you wondered what magic surrounds the music used in Sinners? If so, watch the next video to understand the connection between Preacher Boy Sammy's blues music and the griots of West Africa.